Hello, welcome back to my channel, Omni. I'm Bridget, and we're watching episode 8 of The Untamed. He's just arrived at Lady Wen's quarters at Cloud Recesses, and she and her little brother, Winning, are gone. Look how beautiful that is. Those curtains. You can see straight through from room to room. It's gorgeous open floor. I want my whole house flowing with curtains like that. If you're wondering what's going on, I'm trying to watch 4 episodes in the same day, in the same sitting, and I'm experimenting with different hairstyles and looks. I'm not used to being on camera, so I'm learning what works best. He's back playing with the rabbits since he can't find the wins. I love how much thought he puts into contemplating taking the rabbits or not taking the rabbits. Those are the heaviest thoughts on his mind at this moment. Should I take a rabbit? See, Jing Chan, no upright gentleman is going to let a rabbit fall. There's a time to hold a bunny rabbit. Look, Lan Wangji turns and looks at his rabbits. He will miss them. Wei Wusan was right all along. Oh my gosh. He's so quiet and alone. I just get the feeling that, well, that deep down he's a lot like Wei Wusan, and he's gone out into the woods at times just to cuddle with the bunnies and get comfort from that. Like, there's been no one else to cuddle him or comfort him, and he's gotten a lot of comfort from the bunnies. I get that. I don't know if it's true, but that's what it feels like. This is Wen Chao, and I'm probably going to fast forward a lot through every scene that he is in. He's one of the more two-dimensional characters, and that's okay. They serve a wonderful purpose, which is the purpose of being worthy of your absolute scorn as you cheer your hero on once your hero kicks his ass. All the things that are coming later, war and pillage and just another horrible scenario in the world of, gee, how bad can things get? It's nice to be able to forget forgettable scenes and actions that take place. But what the writer and these filmmakers have done so well is that you can't forget. Like, I want him to be just an empty, cruel character, just empty. But his cruelty is so impacting that I can't forget him. So, hats off to the writer and the actor. Um, may his character die real soon, but still, because the journey of this story is so amazing, I'm really happy I'm here. I'm really happy that amid all the wonderful parts in this show, he is a part of it. You can't have all those, or I should say, all those wonderful scenes wouldn't be as wonderful without the very dark places that this guy takes them to. So I'm not praising Wen Chao. I'm praising the usage of well crafted devastation. Even that sounds strange. This movie, this show is so good. I wouldn't put up with what Wen Chao does to these innocent families. I wouldn't put up with it from other movies. But the payoff of this movie with all the great roles with characters I cannot get anywhere else, I'm willing to sit here and put up with all of his bullshit to reap the reward of the monumental wonderfulness that follows behind this great story. So, if you're going to use violence and cruelty in your story, give me the payoff of extraordinary splendor and representation of mythological storytelling of just tremendous proportions, and I'll see you through your little violence or whatever you want to do to these poor characters. And nothing against violence or brutality. It's just that it's so often easily resorted to that it's more boring than it is anything else. So really, the way it's used here, by the time it's used, I really care about the people it's being used against. And I can't say that with all the other common shows and brutalities that are depicted on screen day after day in, let's say, your average sitcom or your average movie. So, yeah. Okay, nobody is that stupid. He deliberately wipes his muddy feet on that beautiful rug. Nobody is that stupid. So we know he's trying to provoke the legendary Twin Jade Zenlichin. He's trying to get him to behave out of character of his reputation. He's asking to get into the back hill. How dare he ask anything after wiping his feet like that on the dude's floor? Yeah, why would they let Lan Wangji go without anyone to accompany him? You know, a couple of guards? A couple of guards? What would that have hurt? You get the idea that these families have lived in peace for so long. They're not accustomed to any threats. They don't really have a an active military or anything like that. They're kind of naive. They're not used to war, which is a good thing, but not when it's time for war to come. They're really naive. Once again, Jin Cheng is irritated by Lan Wangji's by Wei Wuxian's actions. He's left a note. He's gone on a night hunt. He's gone looking for Lan Wangji. I think he's more pissed. The brother's more pissed that Wei Wuxian snuck off and didn't take him with him. He's lost his brother to Lan Wangji. It's okay, Jin Chang. Y'all, I don't know if I can sit through what's coming again. I might not. I might fast forward it. But I appreciate it so much. It made me feel so much, so maybe I'll sit through it. I don't know. Maybe at least one more, and then I'll never sit through it again. And when I rewatch The Untamed, I'll just watch all the blissful parts. That's the second time he's caught fruit that Wei Wuxian has thrown him, Lan Wangji. with his back facing Wei Wusan. I feel like they're trying to tell us something with that. I'll catch your fruit, all right. No. Boring. Oh my god. I can't believe he said that. 10-10. He's he accused Lan Wangji of being afraid that I'll steal your show in punishing the evil and aid the weak. I'll steal your show. He's serious. He's so naive. I mean, he's brilliant, but that's how his mind would work. He's accusing Lan Wangji of how his mind would work. I'll steal your show in punishing the evil and aiding the weak. Wow. And then he accuses him of being petty. Oh my god. It's one thing to get everything wrong, but then to be a smartass about it. And poor Lan Wangji just suffers in silence. Oh, he calls him boring, so maybe not that silent. This is a fun couple. What a great shot. All that beautiful green water. Lady Wen, I just want to grab her and shake her and say, run, take your brother and get away as far and as fast as you can. You have no control over what's going to happen. Just run. All you have are your lives. You know, at this point, 11-12. He's following behind Lan Wangji, pestering him. He does not know how to play the quiet game. At this point, it's harassment. I don't care if they do like each other. It has crossed the line into exciting harassment. I love it. He is constantly doing things to touch Lan Wangji against his will. And let's not forget about putting a spell on him and getting him drunk and making him say things. I'm sorry, I'll never get over that. That was too wonderful. I don't want to get over it. Okay, 11:45. The fact that Lan Wangji just stands there and puts up with the string around his wrist, he's so passive about it. There really is something sexual about it. And I'm sure, I guess the book is so very different, but right here in this film, it is a sexual passiveness because Wei Wusan is going out of his way to provoke a response from Lan Wangji. And you know, Lan Wangji is a total badass. You know, he could silence. He has the ability to silence Wei Wusan. He could render him completely immobile if he wanted to. There's no doubt in my mind. If he wanted to take control of the situation, he could. But he doesn't. He's quite powerful, a powerful spiritual cultivator. But the fact that he doesn't speaks very loudly. Some people can pretend that it's not there, but it's certainly there for me. The fact that he does nothing and remains visually passive is permission. Think about that. The fact that he does nothing and remains passive, seems to remain passive, is permission. Lovers speak their own private language. Who are we to say what their rules between themselves mean? This is awesome. Who would put up with that? In his own way, Lan Wangji is playing hard to get. I love it. See, it's not exciting unless one person resists. One person has to resist even a little bit. That makes a pursuit possible. That gets the momentum going. That's the dance. That's the excitement. If Lan Wangji turned around and said, "Hey, let's make out in the bushes right now," I would be over it. I mean, I would watch, but I would be over it as far as intrigued about their relationship. They've run into Nie Hausang. Wonder what he's up to. He really did a good job of making you think he's so innocent. He actually did too good a job because throughout all 50 episodes, he comes across so uninvested as the rest of them that he doesn't leave as strong of an impression on me. I had to get a good impression of him from fan-made videos about him and his brother and the part he had to play in all this. So he really did a good job of making you not think about him. Oh, and if you want to see Nie Hausang, what he would look like as a girl, dressed up as a girl, you've got to check out his movie. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I have the link to it. I'm going to put it up. I'll be sure to put it up and put it in the description below so that you can have that experience. It's worth it. He's so cute. You wouldn't believe how cute he is as a girl, and he really looks like one too. Just if you ever wanted to use that option. I love that Nie Hausang's jaw drops open. I can't wait to get to this part in the book. He's looking at Lan Wangji while talking at Wei Wuxian, and his jaw drops open because he's suddenly seeing how beautiful Lan Wangji is. Lan Wangji's beauty in the movie must be just epic. I cannot wait. But something about the way he's admiring him here. It's like he's telling Wei Wuxian, "Wow, that's quite a catch. You're in this town with him. You're walking around shopping with him. You have landed quite a catch, my friend. He's hot." Of course, they say it better than that. Too. Oh, Jin Ching is going after his brother anyway. Wow. Okay. His sister stopped him, and he looked like he was afraid she was going to scold him. Aw, he's going after his brother. He really does love his brother. Nie Hausang is asking why. He's still talking about Lan Wangji. He's asking Wei Wuxian why he's still with him. I thought you two were incompatible. I guess he's really saying, I thought you two didn't like each other. Be careful what you tell him. He has ulterior motives. Lan Wangji is just walking around like a freaking god in that place. He doesn't even know how beautiful he is. That's almost the best part. He doesn't know that he makes the average stranger want to just reach out and touch him. Just stroke his hair as he's walking by. What? I assume everybody feels that way. Lan Wangji is holding back from the crowd. He's very reserved. I love it. See, that's what I like about characters like that. Extraordinary male characters who, when I say they retain their innocence, I spoke about that earlier. It's just the sense of not rushing in where the average person would rush in. They hold something of themselves back. And they may not even know why they're doing it, but they have to do it. and that looks peculiar to other people looking at them from the outside, but actually it's a kind of emotional preservation, and it can come from anything, but I like that he holds himself back from the crowd, not just physically but spiritually. He's barricaded himself with all these rules that doesn't allow him to lavish emotions and have knee-jerk reaction. Well, he does have knee-jerk reactions, but for the most part he tries to hide his humanness, or I don't know if we can say human in this instance, but for the most part he tries to hide all those feelings that get the better of the average person, until of course he can't. Um, but there's something extraordinary about the man who does not want to join the pack, so to speak. You know, he finds his strength walking his own path. But now that his path has encountered Wei San's, that's a whole different story. And I'm glad it has. Oh, 1650. Wow. Nie Hausang recites the information that he knows about the Lady Florist, about her reciting poetry by moonlight, and her gifting of the flower that lasts 3 years, but its fragrance lasts forever. And Wei Wuxian points out that he can remember all that, but he couldn't remember even one rule from Cloud Recesses. So, just like with the bird, stalking the bird for 3 days, the writer, the writers of the show, I'm hoping that it's based on the novel, but the writers of the show at least are hinting that Nie Hausang is much more capable than he's letting on. The first time I watched this, these little details just seemed trivial to me, not worth remembering or even paying attention to. But now I'm paying attention because it's wonderful characterization. It's almost as if the writer wasn't really hiding anything just because he or she didn't come out and spell it out for you. It's there. Like when I first noticed the bird that he stalked down, I took it one way, but really it could be perceived a more truthful way, in that if he's capable of stalking a little bird for 3 days, even going so far as finding the perfect cage for it and concealing it in his sleeve, what else will he do? So so yeah, the clues are there, and the way they've pieced these scenes together, it's another level of genius. It's wonderful. It's almost like I'm learning to write as I watch this, because a lot of it is just great characterizations. Lan Wangji is just standing there looking so perfect, so incorruptible. I guess that's my weakness. A man who is so extraordinary in behavior and appearance that he cannot follow the crowd or the pack. He is like a law unto himself. But most of all, Lan Wangji just looks like he could provoke someone to break the law and touch him or something. I don't know. It's that kind of I want to touch the white silk that no human being should touch. because it's sacred. He's got that air about him, and he does it so well. 1720. I'm so glad Wang Yibo was chosen for this part. I love that there was an entire set, an entire industry, an entire committee, an entire film production that all agreed we will have a man framed in absolute beauty and perfection for this shot. It's like the consensus is that a man is allowed to be this beautiful and still remain strong and competent and perfectly right in how he fits into the world and community and his being. You know, it's like to Western minds, there would be something wrong with this picture. Like, why is everybody making such a fuss about that dude? Because that dude is worth it. That's that dude, that pairing, that's a feast. That's something I have not been able to get anywhere else in my existence on this planet. So yeah, I'm talking too much about it, but in the same sense, I'm not talking enough. I can't say enough. At 1743, petals are raining down, and Nie Hausang is looking at Lan Wangji almost wistfully. I get the feeling he's supposed to be looking at him like he's a steak, but because Nie Hausang isn't that threatening, it comes across as wistful. But Wei Wuxian looks at Nie Hausang like, what the fuck are you looking at my man for? I love that. That he's polite, but that first gleaming in his eye was, what are you looking at him like that for? He's with me. You do get a sense of worship from Nie Hausang. I wonder if that's how he really feels, though. He says, child Lan is nothing but, what does he say? The second child Lan is nothing but unparalleled, gorgeous, and elegant gentleman. Unparalleled. I need to get a shot of Nie Hausang's hair. I love that elaborate braid on top of his head. That is just too lovely for words. And the fact that it's on a man. I love that that quality is given to a male character. It's bliss to me. Oh, Wen Chao actually attacked the lady cultivator, and there was a fake one offering an invitation to cultivators. So he was trying to trap cultivators. That's what the flowers, petals falling from the sky was about. They get to the lady cultivators or the lady florist's house, and it's been burnt, scorched, and she has a yin iron. The yin iron is, but why would a yin iron still be there if if Wen Chao has already come and gone? It was just floating above this burning rose or something. Lan Wangji or Wei Wuxian is sure to correct Nie Hausang when he says it isn't us, as in you and I, the three of us holding the yin iron. It's me and him. He's got to point out that he is with Lan Wangji. I love that. Lady Wen tells him that they're supposed to be helping Zhu Yang, the cutie evil guy. And when Chao turns around and starts mouthing off. So he hates the evil cute guy, Xu Yang. Interesting. Oh, 2233. He actually did get a yin iron from the Lady Florist. I just interpreted that scene incorrectly. 2313. Why is Lady Wen working with them? I mean, I realize she's related to them, but she doesn't have to work with them. She could take her brother to the other side of the world. Girlfriend, you don't have to put up with that. Oh, 2343. People are still giving offerings to that statue. And Wen Chao is the one who breaks the circle, the red circle, painted circle, and releases the dancing entity. He really knows how to stir up some shit. The chains have broken. She's free to go. 2355. 2409? No, 2403. I wish she'd just reach down and snatch his ass up and throw him against the wall. Aw, she won't even talk to Jing Chen, but she is trying to protect him. She's not just being mean. She might even like him, but she knows that it can only end very badly, so she's doing the right thing by protecting him and acting like she's not even worthy of conversation with him. He's better off giving all his charm to somebody else. It's wasted on her. She's just trying to make it out with her brother, or to survive with her brother. Oh, she orders the same thing as him. That's code. Oh my god, she's using her dialogue with the waiter to communicate that she does want to talk to him. She needs to engage with him. She is saying, I need your attention. Pay attention. I love that. He's just thinking, what the hell is going on? She's really smart. It was all a ruse to give him a vital warning. See, she has a heart. She's not just being cruel because she's not attracted to him. She's doing the right thing. Strong women, they have to say no for everyone's good, not just theirs. This is no time to think about herself. She's got a little brother to think about. And she knows what Wen Chao is capable of. Aw, now I'm even more touched by her. 2653. This poor woman's face is now imprinted on my mind forever. You'll know why later, bless her heart. 2855. I wonder why the old lady brought them there if she was so afraid. Like, she could just let them go up by themselves. How can she suddenly come to life? Nie Hausang asks. Oh. Wei Wuxian has just been thrown across the room by the statue. I love the look of utter concern on Lan Wangji's face. He couldn't hide that, even in the midst of a deadly battle. He's got time to flirt. And John, the statue may have a crush on you. No, it's you who has the crush on him. And here come the puppets. Oh, the last scene, they are trapped and the puppets have broken in. Ah! Thank you for watching. That's it for episode 8. On to episode 9.